All right, let's get to the main event here, which is and I say that tongue in cheek. The main event is Kerry Von Erich and Fritz on the mic cutting a promo for the
Uh,
people in home. Here it is. I'm just gonna hit the play button and we'll react
mm.
after.
Two of the Von Erichs, Fritz Von Erich and Kerry Von Erich. Now, the big rivalry between the Von Erichs and Gary Hart's crew continues, and I know it's very intense.
Of course, it is intense, but something as intense, as if not more, is Ric Flair. Ric Flair has traveled all over the country. He's proved what he can do. He's proved it many times all over the United States and all over the world. Ric Flair's sweat, his blood, I've seen it all. I've seen what he can do. I'm looking forward to the match. Ric Flair, I'm proud to be the Cloud. I'll let you know that. I'm proud to be the Cloud. But after I get hold of you, Ric Flair, there'll be no Cloud because I'll be the champion.
Let's just back up a second. We heard Ric Flair's interview here. There's no question the man thinks he's great, and he is good. He has to be to defeat a former world champion. But before he ever got there, Harley Race went down to defeat by Kerry. There was a fluke, but the whole wrestling world that saw that match and heard about it is calling my son Kerry the uncrowned world heavyweight champion. Ric Flair has no choice. It's an edict of the National Wrestling Alliance. They said the only way to remove that cloud from that title is to go to Texas and meet and defeat Kerry Von Erich. We're waiting, Ric Flair. You seem to be putting it off. Sooner or later the day is going to come. You come in here, you're going to wrestle Kerry. Kerry's going to beat you. Kevin can beat you. I trained both these boys. I trained David. I know what they can do. When Kerry gets you in that ring, Ric Flair, I will be very disappointed if my son is not the new world heavyweight champion. Right, Kerry?
That's right, Dad. And when that music starts playing, when that rock and roll starts playing, and that building starts to shaking, and my adrenaline starts flowing, and the people's adrenaline starts flowing, Ric Flair, I'm going to come here fist in fire, and I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you in 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
I know, huh?
When he said, I'm going to beat you in 10 minutes, it reminded me of Miss Spencer. I hope you die in the next 30 minutes. And I got to jump in because I couldn't wait. He's got a feather in his fucking hair.
Yeah, he's.
It seems like he sobered up a little bit once he heard Dad's voice. Like, because the last part was better than the first part, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's like, oh, shit. Dad's here. He knows I'm high. And he doesn't, but whatever. God damn.
Bruh.
I love how he puts on sunglasses like he's trying to hide it, that he's fucking high.
Yeah, bruh. Them glasses. I don't get.
One
Go ahead,
thing
Hawk.
I fucking love to watch is the old Welcome Back Carter reruns. And I swear to God, he's just like Barbarino. He's
Okay,
like John Travolta in fucking Welcome Back Carter.
That's a pretty good analogy. I had another analogy watching this as well. So let's see if because I like that one.
I know what that is. If you're gonna ask me, I've watched
no,
it.
no.
I haven't seen those in many years, but yes,
Okay,
I watched
good.
them.
Okay, good. Because you're gonna know both analogies here, so you can play ball with us. My analogy was Fritz. Fritz was the very first LeVar Ball.
It's so true.
Just out there hyping his kids and not knowing what they're doing. And I'm not saying the ball kid, but I mean the ball kid was cussing on Raw that night. It's just
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not saying the ball kids are like druggies or
here's
anything.
Here's the thing, Mike. So everybody's a mark for something, but we ain't the typical sap mark person. So how often do you catch your two kids trying to get away with something and they think they're being sneaky as all hell and you're just standing there and they turn around and you're like, pal, ain't working.
Yeah, it happens all. See, you haven't seen it as much yet. You're gonna see it a lot more once you get older.
I catch those two little fuckers all the time. Like, no, not on my watch. I'm ahead of you. Always ahead of you.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine standing next to your kid and your kid's just fucking high as balls and you're like, oh, well, nothing to see here.
Bruh.
Here's the thing. Fritz shoved a mic in his face. He should have taken him to rehab.
What y'all aren't understanding, well, you understand because you're coming in and flying in and watching this one episode. I have done now 5 of these fucking things, and it's the same shit every week. And granted, in '82, we're too young to notice it if we're watching it. Like we were too young. We wouldn't have picked up on it. The only
Nope.
thing we knew back then is we were watching TV and it was wrestling. We
Right.
didn't analyze it. We didn't have the life experiences.
I don't know if this is good or not, but I know that it's beat the shit out of what's on the other 4 channels I have.
Right. Because that's the other part too.
Yeah.
You had 4 channels. You didn't have much of a selection. Now, at the same time,
I watched Tim Horner cut promos 24/7 if I didn't have to watch some stupid shit on that other channel.
yeah. And my point. That's my point. That's exactly my point. But how far in the sand was Fritz's head?
All the way to his ankles.
God damn. I mean, because it's glaring every time they start talking. Now, don't get me wrong. David does a guest spot like 2 or 3 episodes ago that David wasn't high. I mean, he was okay.
I've always David was if you stick with this and you watch it, David is in my opinion, unquestionably head and shoulders above the other 2 as a total package. The only thing David needed to do was eat some cheeseburgers and fill out a little bit.
Well, yeah, but back then he was tall, lanky, kind of cowboy
He was
type.
rangy.
Yeah, so it was cool. But I mean, this shit was so bad. It's hard to describe it. You heard it. Go watch it if you got the network. Carrie's just
Hey, you know
hiding
what I was
giraffe
thinking?
pussy, man.
Here's the other thing I'm thinking about. What's the date on this? February?
March 13th of '82.
March 13th. Okay. 26 months from that nonsense, they put the NWA strap on that guy. And if you want to know why they took it off of him very quickly and his defenses were few, I think you just saw the answer.
Yeah, because think about this. This is '82 before it really skyrockets, man. Their popularity is nowhere near it ends up becoming. So you figure by '84, fuck, they're on top. Dude, they're fucking walking on water by '84.
Oh, yeah. 84 is, I mean, David dying or not, that shit was hotter than
Yeah.
suns.
Bro, that guy's
Because you got to also remember, people that aren't on this, I don't think anyway, they weren't on this show, but people that, you don't have Iceman yet, you don't have Chris Adams yet, you don't have any Freebirds yet, you don't have Jimmy Garvin yet. You got a lot of people that are coming in that time too that are going to help pop that thing. Gino.
Yeah, you do. It's a shell of itself right now. The only thing you have right here, mainstay wise, is I guess you can consider Bundy, the Von Erichs, and then Wild Bill Irwin is here as well. Kabuki as well. Yeah, that's true too. But that's it. All right. Anything else from Kerry Von Erich? Hopper, you were about to say something. I think we cut you off. What was it?
right. Didn't he sell out Texas Stadium with Flair?
Yes.
They didn't sell it out, but
They didn't sell it out, but
fucking 50,000
they
people.
packed the house.
Yeah.
That's
40s.
crazy, huh?
Mid-40s.
Yeah, 40,000 for Texas Stadium.
That's a lot
Is
of
that-
fucking people.
Yeah, because Texas Stadium was very, very small too. It was a
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
the one that used to be in Irvin. Oh my
Right.
God, Harper! The first time I went when I moved here for a Saints game, I walked in and I was like dumbfounded at. It was a shithole. Doc, I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm serious. What am I lying?
First of all, we prefer to call that it was cozy and intimate.
No. Tell the truth. That fucking
And
thing
second
had
of
a
all-
tin
wait,
roof.
hold on.
It had a tin roof
shut
with a
up.
hole in it.
Shut up. Let me help you here. I'll be fair about this if you just shut up and back up a minute. What year did you attend this game?
2004. 2004.
Okay.
Saints.
So here's
Saints in Dallas. 2004.
So here's what happened. Because I probably went to my first game in about 80 or 81. Here's what happened. Jerry had decided after, about 2002, 2003 that he wanted a new stadium. And the wheels were getting set in motion even though the new stadium didn't go online until many years later. So Jerry was looking at the new stadium and quit putting money into the old one. Why put money into something we're moving away from? And so I went to a game in probably '06. There was standing water everywhere, and it hadn't rained in weeks. And I was just like, what the hell? And it was just, I mean, why would he take care of something he's moving out of and they're going to tear down? And that was the whole thing, is that he was saving all of his money for the new shit.
Okay, fair enough. It still was a fucking dump.
So it had gone into a state of disrepair. That is fair. I will tell the truth. I always do.